Hello YouTube, this is Darkcon633. Today we're taking a look at another Star Wars The Black Series 6-inch figure. Today we're going to take a look at Ashoka Tano, based on her design from Star Wars Rebels. Now, currently, this is the hardest figure of the way to get a hold of, and I was finally able to get a hold of her, along with Kanan, the first ever Snowtrooper, which I was surprised to find, and also Luke Skywalker, based on his design from A New Hope. So, this is a really nice figure, and besides the fact that she does have some balancing issues, the overall design of the sculpt is really awesome, and Hasbro did a very nice job taking the likeness of Ashoka Tano from the series. As usual, we'll take a look at the box. Hopefully she does not fall. The box shows a picture of Ashoka Tano in a more realistic style. Shows that it's part of the Star Wars Black Series. Shows that she's number 20 in the line and a bio as normal. So we're just going to move on from there. Next, we're going to take a look at Ashoka Tano. However, before we look at it, we're actually going to take a quick look at the lightsabers that are currently on the side of her waist. Now here's a closer look at the lightsaber handles. As you can see, it looks really nice actually hanging on the side of her skirt piece there. They did a really nice job designing just the overall sculpt of the body armor and everything else associated with the figure. They did a very fantastic job designing it. The handles work really nice to hold on to her lightsaber hilts. And she does feature the two different type of lightsabers, one more of a straight design and one more towards kind of a bent position, similar to Count Dooku, but definitely not as much as Count Dooku's lightsaber. Now move on to the overall sculpt of the figure. Her head is on a ball joint, but it is really hindered due to her hair pieces, unfortunately. She has ball joints at the shoulders with no restrictions, so that's nice, and it can move quite far outwards as well. She does have ball joints in her elbows, and she can bend just about 90 degrees, which works really nicely. Her wrists are also ball jointed, well, more like ball hinged, since they're able to bend left and right rather than the standard full around like most of the other characters. But it does work with a lot of lightsaber poses. She does have full waist articulation, which works really nicely, and she has a really nice abdomen crunch compared to some of the other figures. I'm actually quite impressed with the overall sculpt of the way that it could actually bend pretty far. She has outward hip movements, but her skirt piece, which includes the soft goods skirt piece on the inner part of her body, does hinder it just a tad bit, but not by too much. She does have swivels in her thighs, and she has double-jointed knees, which work really well. She has ball joints in the ankles, which allows full movement, but also it does kind of hinder her articulation due to the fact that you're not able to get that many poses of her without her toppling over. Look, she does have pegals at the bottom, so maybe if you got a makeshift stand or something, she'll be able to stand with no issues. Now we're going to take a look directly at her lightsabers. Hopefully she'll be able to stand with no problems. Now here's a look at Ahsoka holding onto her lightsaber hilts. Now she does use the backward saber style, unlike other Jedi, which normally use the frontward regular saber kind of style. So she's a little bit more unique in the Jedi poses compared to the rest of the other Jedi that released in general in the history of Star Wars. So, obviously there are a few other lightsaber wielders in the expanded universe which is no longer canon, and I don't think anyone else currently uses the backwards lightsaber style in the current universe. So, this is actually pretty unique for the character. Now, currently the lightsabers aren't lit, but they do feature the standard peg-in lightsabers once you're able to attach it to her hilts. And now we're going to look at Ahsoka with their fully lit lightsabers in hand. It looks really nice in just the overall poses you could do with this figure, and because of the added articulation to the wrists, it really helps with the backward slash style movement that can be used in several different poses that works really well for the character. Now, she does feature another thing about the lightsabers, that one lightsaber actually has a blade that is shorter than the other, so it has a little bit more of a unique design compared to other characters we've seen in the 6-inch Black Series, or just in Star Wars in general, since most lightsabers usually have very similar lightsaber blade lengths, so it works really nicely, and I think they did a fantastic job with the overall design of the character. Now, obviously she does have a few problems, which include some of poses that you can do due to the problem with her legs being a little bit more of the slimmer side, and it causes her to be a little bit more imbalanced, especially with the high heels or pseudo high heels that she features on her feet. So, besides the little problems from here to there, the overall sculpt of the figure is very spot on to the character, and This is definitely a fantastic release in the 6-inch black series, so I highly recommend picking this up. Anyways, please comment, subscribe, and check out Hirotaku. Also, please check down the other channels down below, and I promise to bring more Star Wars reviews soon. But for now, I'll be seeing you too. Bye.